Welcome. I hope you enjoy the conversation you're about to hear between me and another comedian regarding comedy and religion. These are conversations I'm calling Disorganized Religion. God bless, and for those atheists out there, may nothing await you after this life.
Their stupid heads off.
It's true.
Kids are dumb, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's so fun to teach them.
Yeah. And to
Teach
not
them
just
stuff.
confuse them.
I know I haven't seen my nephew in like maybe 3 years.
Yeah.
I saw him last time he was 2. Now he's 5 and can actually talk. And I'm excited to.
Yeah.
I'm going back in December, do some Ohio shows.
Yeah.
And I get to see my nephew.
Yeah.
And I want to see how much I can corrupt him in just the 9 days.
How old is he?
I think
5.
He's almost 6. Almost 6.
Corrupt
Got
a
it.
6-year-old.
Jeez, Travis, you're terrible.
What?
Take him with you to your shows.
Yeah.
You should give him Jolt Cola.
Do they still make that? Is that
think
I
still
think they
out?
do. I think it's still kicking, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Just give him Dew. Mountain Dew's better anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, where I'm raised, you
Yeah,
put that in a
that's-
sippy cup. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
You lose all your baby
Did you ever
teeth
see
way too early.
Idiocracy?
Oh, that's
Yes.
my
Yeah.
whole town. All those people.
Yeah.
Like when they there's a lot of things sometimes that hit way too home for me when it comes
Oh,
to
and
like
that's-
redneck idiot stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's way too
one.
real.
That's great. That's great. All right, we're on, right? We're going.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Disorganized Religion. I am your host, Seth Lawrence. As always, we've got the disembodied voice of Travis Clyburn.
Peace be upon you.
Oh, that was a good one, actually.
That was a nice
Not
one.
even blasphemous. That was
No,
great.
I just am the Lord now.
Oh, jeez.
Well, there we go.
All right, we hit it. We hit it. He always says something terrible.
I am
And
the God voice.
my guest today, I'm so excited to have him on. He is the mighty Jeremy McKiernan.
Hello, how are you?
How are you doing, Jeremy?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Just got up.
Yeah, good. You just woke up?
Well, no, a few hours ago.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
But you did wake up.
I'm still. It takes me hours to wake up.
Does it?
About 3 hours, yeah.
Why? Has that always
I-
been a thing?
Yes, I'm a very slow waker.
Are you a quick sleeper? Or a
No,
slow
I don't
sleeper,
sleep
too?
well.
No?
Yes.
Insomnia, or what is it that gets going?
I'm best at vampire hours. At the night, I kind of feel all right, but
Mm.
during the day, I'm very sluggish.
Yeah. Now, is
So-
that... I mean, did that happen before you started comedy, or did that happen because you started
I
comedy?
think my entire life.
Yeah, always been the way.
School was bad.
Really?
Yeah. Same.
Yes.
Did you do poorly because of the sleeping issues?
Among many reasons, yes.
I'm gonna
Also
blame
the
the sleeping
drug
issues.
use.
Really?
The rampant drug use.
Heavy into
and,
drugs? What's your drug of choice?
The nihilism didn't help. I was big
Just
into nihilism.
Every day you're there in 4th grade. What's the point?
I would tell my
Mrs.
friends
Gibbons?
about like I would get really into like existentialism, and I would tell my friends this, and I'd be like, yeah, you know, existence over essence and all that stuff, and they'd just be like, you're crazy, Jeremy, you're crazy. And it's like, no, I'm depressed.
And now they're calling you and being like, dude, I feel that. I know what
Yeah,
you're. When you were
did-
4, I know what you're
I
talking
was
about.
I was early into
Wow.
existential angst. Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, school was horrible. But yeah, so it just takes me a while to wake up. But no, I'm good. I'm
Yeah,
ready.
yeah.
I got my cold brew. This will start kicking in. I came prepared. I ran 4 miles for this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You needed the endorphins to get
Yeah,
going.
I'm all
And
filled with endorphins.
beautiful. You're looking great.
Thanks,
Gotta
man.
say
I
you-
took a shower.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, nice.
So how long have you been doing comedy?
I've been doing comedy for a while. I've only been doing stand up for like 5 years or so, but I started doing improv like 9 years ago.
Dirty improv. Huh?
I was a dirty improviser.
Yeah.
And also, you know, this is a clean show, and you're sort of a clean guy. Yeah, you
Sure.
should stay away from improv. It's mostly about. I hope this doesn't get censored. It's mostly about fingering each other. That's the biggest joke in improv is.
I feel like
Did you get fingered?
I think that depends on the group you're with.
Never group.
Your team. No, it's every single one.
Yeah.
You know, I did improv for a year.
Oh,
with,
yeah?
With Comedy Sports in
that's
in
cool.
Utah. Yeah.
Nice.
So I started in improv too. Did you know
Hell
that,
yeah.
Travis?
I didn't know that. No,
Yeah.
that's where I started as well.
No, no kidding. We're all
As a-
dirty
as a
improv.
young lad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dirty
but
improv
I
started.
started. I didn't stop.
You're still doing the improv.
I mean,
At the
stopped,
UCB?
I
Where are
stopped.
you going?
I stopped about a year ago.
Oh.
So yeah, I got to the highest level of
clear.
I got all the
You went clear?
Thetans out of me. Yeah, no, seriously, I did. I got on.
Yeah.
I got on the Herald team, which is
Wow,
the coveted team. It took
Yeah.
me
It's hard to do.
7 auditions,
Jeez.
7
Still.
tries. I don't quit things.
Yeah, many don't ever make it.
Yeah, and then I got there, and then
Yeah.
I got So I did it a year.
Yeah.
I was on a team, you know.
Yeah, were the jokes all still the same? Or was
but
the
it was
team
just
better?
so unfulfilling. 'Cause
Really?
I think I got on too late. And like, there was a lot of people that were on that were like younger than me. And not only that, but they had only been doing it for like 2 years. So they were they're more fresh-faced.
Yeah.
In terms of
more hopeful, not cynical.
Exactly. Yeah. They're like, this is such a fun new thing. And
Yeah.
I'm like already bitter.
And I'm just
from
so
the
naturally
7
good at it.
rejections. Yeah.
You're like, I just hope you
I was just
die.
So I was just the bitter guy because they're
Yeah.
doing like the zip zap zop,
Right.
the warm up thing.
Yep,
I'm
yep,
going,
yep.
I don't want to do this. I put in my time.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Let's
just
go.
Do our dumb
Yeah.
skits and leave. And I just so I was constantly butting heads with all of them.
Interesting.
And then it made me feel like I'm the douche of the group.
right.
So I was kind of an outcast.
So how did you quit the team? Did you
well,
like
they
on
cut
stage?
me.
Oh, they cut you?
I quit it by them saying you're no longer
Get
allowed.
out of here, man.
Yeah, they
No,
cut me.
you left them. You quit
No,
them.
They cut me. But
Oh
it was
my
the best thing
gosh.
that ever happened. Not the best thing, but
Yeah.
the best thing was being born. No, but it was a great thing that I look back and it was a good thing that happened. I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because then I went full on into stand up.
Gotcha.
I like
You'd been doing both.
So I was doing both for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. So what got you started in improv then? Because you started improv before.
Well, because I
stand-up.
moved out here,
Uh-huh.
and
And what brought you out here?
I moved out here to do stand up.
Okay. All right.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
So I moved out here like 9 or so years ago to do stand up.
Yeah.
And I'd never done it. And then I did a bunch of open mics and did horrible. And then I always had heard about the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know what it was, but I just heard, oh, that's where you got to go.
Oh, okay.
So I
Alright.
joined it.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of liked the improv, and it was so much easier. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I was you know, in my early 20s, and like I was just like, it just, you know, stand up was very scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
At the clubs and everything, and improv was very, you know, more like theater kids and inclusive. So it just felt
much more positive.
I
Cuddly,
took the easy
warm.
way. I took the easy way out, and I regret it every day of my life.
that you signed up for
Seriously,
improv and started doing
I
it.
wish I totally wish I said stand up. So
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
All right.
so then I you know, came back to stand up and
Yeah.
whatever.
So when did you make the transition from doing just improv to also doing stand up and improv?
It was just like a few years into improv, I was like, you know, I was just like, and after getting rejected so many times from like improv, whatever,
Right.
that I just was like, you know, I moved out here to do stand up, so then I just
Let's
ended up doing it. Yeah.
Got it. Where are you
And
from?
I was one
Oh,
of those
yeah.
stupid people that was like, you know, you hear all the time with stand up where they're like, oh yeah, you know, I'm just gonna write for another 6 months to get my material down, then I'll be ready.
Uh-huh.
Which is the dumbest thing you could ever
What are you talking about?
do.
Why
and
is
yet
that?
I hear it every day.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you hear from people? Oh yeah, I'm just writing.
I don't hear it very much from
I'm just
people.
writing. I'm just writing.
Yeah. I mean, I hear people who are performing saying, I need to write more, which I think is fine.
but people that have not done stand up, they're like, I just gotta write.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a guy come here once that had been writing for 10 years, and it's my first time on stage. Just,
This
what
is
are you
going to be the
doing,
worst.
bro.
Yeah.
So
He was
sad.
okay at best.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like, man,
you know.
wasted 10 years.
Should have been perfect. 10 years.
Yeah, I know. 10 years.
But writing is writing, you know, and
Yeah.
doing stand up
That's
is
fair.
something totally different.
It's better than, it may be a little better than the people that just get up there for the first time with nothing.
Yeah. I mean,
A
I do
little
think
bit better.
you should have something you want to say.
Because those people are usually drunk and the bane
Sure.
of my existence.
I would
Sure.
say
That's
spend the
not my coast.
morning writing. If
Yeah.
you've never done stand up, spend one morning.
There you go.
That's fair.
And
Yeah.
then just get up on stage and
Yeah.
bomb and bomb. Like
Just
all of
bomb your
us.
heart out
Yeah.
for a
eat
good few months.
A big old dick.
Yeah, and then figure out how to do. So, what do you think about the writing 3 new jokes every day? Are you doing this?
Was that a thing?
I don't know if it's a thing people are doing. I've heard it that, you know, one good way to get out there and stay motivated is to write 3 new jokes that
Now,
you
are
have
these-
to do
Oh.
every single day. It's like a deal you make with yourself, right?
Oh. I've never heard of that. I don't know.
Oh,
I think everyone does it all differently. I
Yeah.
know some people that don't write at all.
Yeah, or write
and
on
some
stage.
people
I've
that-
heard this.
Yeah,
right?
write on stage.
That's
Yeah.
what I do.
Yeah.
But I mean, I have the luxury of time.
Right.
I
Right.
do 7 shows a
Yeah,
day.
you're hosting. Travis hosts Fourth Wall open mics.
Why would I sit at home and write when
Every
I could just get up
waking
You
there
hour.
and
can
say
literally
dumb
take a
things?
pen and paper on stage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
yeah, you
get
could.
so many up.
And
Keep
right.
that down.
Yeah.
And it'd
I
be
do
a
some-
good use of your time.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause you're here.
But if you're doing a mic a day, I'd
Yeah.
write. at
Maybe
home.
have something, right? So what's your process?
My process?
Yes. Enlighten
I'm
us.
pretty much I write on stage. I just think of an idea and then I just kind of go. I was never a big person of like, spending time in a coffee shop and
Yeah.
writing out my thing.
Getting every word
Uh,
and memorizing
I
it.
don't do that at
Uh-huh.
all. I just write out little ideas and then I do a lot of writing on stage or just like riffing on stage and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's just what I do. I don't know. Everyone does
Yeah.
it differently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Fair enough. So what's your stand-up journey been like? First
My
of all,
journey.
Where are you from? Where are you
I'm
from?
from Massachusetts. I'm from Situate,
Oh. So now,
a small fishing village.
yeah, how far away is that from Boston? Is it close?
20 miles south.
Because there's a
South
huge,
Shore.
there's a huge like Boston comedy scene, right?
I know. I
And
moved when I was 16, so I was
gotcha.
too young.
And you moved when you were 16 to where? To here?
I lived in Laguna Beach for a couple
Oh,
years
okay.
with my
Fancy.
bachelor father,
Oh, nice.
who had it was a crazy lifestyle change. 'Cause it was
Yeah.
just my single dad, and he was this weird. He had a small business, but he was like there'd be all these like Brazilian girls.
Nice.
He was kind of like it was
Alright.
kind of like a hostel.
Okay.
You know
Your
what I
house
mean?
was.
Not the horror movie, but like an actual, like
in real
like,
life. Like in
a
Europe.
European,
Yeah.
South American hostel.
Yeah.
So there'd be all these like chicks there.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, and I just smoked weed all the time, and I would catch him smoking weed.
Oh, yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah. Now, was he dating these women? Or
Yeah.
Got
Nice.
it. Just rifling
He was,
through them.
He was slinging it, as they say.
Yeah, as they say.
Yeah.
Crushing it.
I censored myself.
Yeah. Wow. You don't have to,
I
know.
almost said the D word.
You can say dick.
Dick.
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah, I said it
That's
already.
fine. I'm okay with it.
But it was this crazy life
Yeah.
for those 2 years, and
As a 16-year-old out here.
yeah, and it was awesome because he lived in this apartment on the beach.
Yeah.
And it was also such a culture shock because I was in this like Massachusetts, which is like kind of middle class or like working class, like fisherman sort of thing. And then everyone was super rich in Laguna. Like they
Oh,
would
sure.
drive like Mercedes G-Wagons to school.
Yeah.
And we had like the daughter of Quicksilver went there.
Oh,
Her name
jeez.
was Roxy. You know, they have
Of
the
course.
brand called
Yeah.
Roxy.
Yeah.
Also not that
For
hot.
girls, yeah.
Not that hot for girls.
It's disappointing. That's a
Uh,
disappointment, really.
yeah.
I mean, it makes me feel
And for
better.
those that get offended, I'm talking about a 16-year-old, all right?
so he's also a pervert.
Wait. Okay. So when I was 16, none of the girls were hot, all right? How about that?
There you go.
Because they weren't legal.
Yeah, and he was gay.
And I'm gay.
Yeah, go on.
All right. So, but it was so crazy. Everyone was like a surfer, and they're all rich, and they said the word gnarly.
Oh, yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a fun time.
And I'm so stupid. I was a very shy kid in school.
Uh-huh.
And like not popular at all. And I thought like I'd go to this school and I'm like, all right, time to reinvent myself.
Yeah.
And the same exact. It's
We
fine.
are who we are.
Ended up just still a loser. But
Oh my
the people, I will
gosh.
say this: the people there were so much nicer.
Yeah.
And I guess it's the weather and the wealth and maybe
Sure.
the less domestic abuse and alcoholism.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Less Irish people. That's another way of saying it.
Oh, boy.
Because when I lived in Massachusetts, it was the most Irish town in America.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah.
So I moved to Laguna, and I was like, why aren't people fighting in school? Like
Yeah.
there used to be like,
Like a fist fight every day?
Yeah, like every day there's a fight.
Jeez.
Like who's fighting today? They're like, what are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Don't you guys have
they're
a
like-
system
they're
here?
Like, they're like, we're going surfing. I'm like, what?
What is that? Is it do people fight there?
Yeah, yeah, on the water. The rocks.
What's going on?
So
Interesting.
it was such a culture shock, and
Yeah.
oh my god, the weed was so much better.
Sure.
Smoked a lot of weed,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, that's a wild time.
Yeah. Fun.
My dad would leave for 3 months at a time, and I'd just be alone.
As a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
And the Brazilian women were still coming through.
They would come and check on me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
My
Interesting.
dad recently told me he's like, yeah, I always took care of you. We always had like your nannies. I'm like, Dad, these aren't nannies.
Your girlfriends?
These are illegal Brazilians.
The courtesans
smuggled in.
Oh, that's amazing. Interesting.
So yeah, it was a wild life.
Yeah. So what drew you to stand up then?
I guess. Oh God, there's a fly. Sorry.
Yeah, the little it came after him. For those listening on the podcast, he was
for those
attacked.
listening. This is a very well lit dumpster. No, I did. I went to college at UC Santa Cruz, and I just realized I didn't want to really do anything. I was undeclared, and I ended up writing for the satirical newspaper.
Oh, cool.
And that was really fun. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
it's so fun doing comedy. I would write like stupid little articles.
Yeah.
And little comic strips.
Any hit pieces?
And
Did you ever pick a victim? And
did I hit? No, I just talked about like the show Lost and stuff.
All right. Hitting on pop culture. Okay, got it.
Yeah, and I would do like dream analysis. I remember I wrote this one thing about dream analysis, but every I got people would write in, but all my analysis would just be like, yeah, this means you're gay. Like that one. It'd be like this long thing where it's like obviously about this person's like mom,
Right,
and
right.
they're missing, and I was like, yeah, you like penis. Your mom represents a big penis. This is like, that's hilarious. Yeah. So I wrote all these articles, and then I was just like, and then I would watch stand up because there would be these little competitions. I would watch it, but I was too nervous
to ever enlist,
do it. I was like, I can't do that.
Interesting.
What do you mean? No, there's no way I could do that.
Yeah.
Sure, my drunk roommate Fred could do it.
Yeah,
but he's crazy. He's a crazy person.
Right.
So then eventually, like, I wanted to do. I mean, I wanted to do it then. I just didn't have the guts, and then it took me a few more years until I moved to LA.
So was there like an event that
there
catapulted
was.
you
It's
into
pretty
confidence?
Well, I don't know about confidence, but my not to get too dark, but my mom died.
Yeah.
And I got a little money because I was living back with my parents. So I got I inherited a small amount of money, and that money was able to let me move here.
Got it.
Because I was living with my dad.
Yeah, in Laguna Beach,
right? I was just working for him, and I was trying to save up money.
Yeah.
To move here, but that kind of expedited that Expedia.com
their new sponsor. Yeah.
So that kind of helped. You know?
Yeah. Nice. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then once you had that boost, you came out and you were like, "Hey, I'm here. Let's do it."
All right. Well, now I definitely have enough money to come up here and f around for a little bit.
Yeah. So did you have a terrible experience your first open mic in LA?
Oh, it was horrible. Where was it? Oh, it was at this place. Yeah, it was bad. It was in this. It was like the upstairs of some taqueria in West Hollywood. And then I went with an improv friend, and then we went to the store after it to do the potluck, which was on a Sunday back then. This was in like 2011 or something.
Yeah.
A while ago. And I mean, it was terrible. And then I did like flappers.
Sure.
And did terrible. And all my jokes were like really absurdist jokes, like kind of one-liner absurdist jokes. Like,
interesting.
You want to hear one?
Yeah, I'd love to hear one.
One was like, and I remember the reaction after, which made me stop doing this joke too. But I did one joke where I said, and I thought this was so funny. I was like, all right, here's my impression of a French guy with a really good American accent.
Nice.
Okay. This is a French guy with a really good American accent at a party.
Yeah.
French guy, really good American accent at a party. And here's what he sounds like.
Yeah.
So you guys like baguettes or what? So that was my joke. Like,
and the reaction was...
I just remember doing it one time, and I just heard some guy in the crowd go, ugh.
Wow.
And then I stopped doing that joke.
What a jerk that guy was.
No, he's right. I thank him.
You put it in retirement forever?
Yeah.
You've never brought that one back out?
No.
Jeremy.
It's actually pretty solid.
It's good.
I don't think so.
I've been trying to work on a joke about like
it's too many layers.
Impersonating an Asian woman, but as a very progressive person, right? So like
progressive Asian? Okay.
No.
Progression.
So like so this actually happened to me. I was with my baby daughter, not baby mama, baby daughter.
Got it.
At a car spot. We were having our smog tested.
Mm-hmm.
And there was an Asian woman who had a neck brace on, and my daughter was just fixed. You know how babies just like
Yes.
stare into your soul? She was staring into this woman's soul.
Yeah.
And this Asian woman came up to me and was like, "Oh, wow, she really has an eye for the Orientals." And I was like, "What?" But
Wait, did you say this?
no, that's what she said to me about my baby.
Oh, she said that to you.
She said that to me, right? So I felt trapped because I didn't know what to say. But
Uh-huh.
in telling that story, I have just done a perfect impression of an Asian woman if you're progressive, right? Because I didn't throw any accent on there, even though
Did
she
she do an accent?
clearly had one.
Oh.
Yeah, she
Oh,
was
man.
an Asian woman that referred to herself as an Oriental.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I
Anyhow,
see.
it has not worked anywhere else either. So
Well, it's confusing because it was.
yeah,
It's an interesting story, but you don't need the accent.
no, you don't.
Oh, so but
that's my
so
point.
the joke would be, here's my impression,
Right. Here's my impression.
and then you
then
start your
you-
impression
and then
with
I
the
say
story
it.
of what happened in my life.
No. I'm just telling you
Okay.
the story for background
Got
purposes.
it. Okay.
But like the joke would be, here's a joke of an Asian woman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do an impression of an Asian woman, and then
Uh-huh.
I say, "Oh, your daughter really has an eye for the Orientals," and that was a perfect impression if you're a progressive. Right? Because
Little
there's
wordy.
no accent anyway. Again, it has never worked anywhere else. I don't know why I thought it would work here.
I think
But
it's
it
confusing
related
because
to
why are
yours.
they saying they have it needs the backstory.
I know that's.
Yeah.
I've got to work on it.
But that is funny.
Note
in itself.
taken.
I do like the story.
Yeah. The
Because
story.
How
is
do
a
you
good
respond
one.
to that?
Yeah, and I've used the story, but then it made me think, oh, this
What
is
what
fun.
what? Do you remember what you said when?
Yep.
What did you say? What did you say?
I think I just said she sees your neck brace.
Oh.
I think she's fascinated by your neck brace.
Yeah, his children don't see race.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their eyesight isn't that
You
good.
should have said
my
I
babies.
usually don't. I don't. I've been.
You're the first
hiding
one
her
she's
from
seen.
Orientals my whole life.
Yeah, something like that.
And-
Anyhow, I don't want to get you canceled from your SNL stuff, so
No, I'm
don't do
trying to
any
get- I've
Asian
been
accents.
trying to get canceled.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
No, I'm just kidding.
So talk about your stand-up journey now. So your progress.
Journey.
You left improv for
I
good.
left improv.
For
I got
good.
cut. I left.
Yeah.
So
And that
that's
was
been
when?
doing-
How long ago was that?
Like a year and a half ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
But then I had been doing stand. I know it's not like I started stand up a year and a half ago.
No.
I had. It was on and off for the past 5 or 6 years. Then I worked.
Yeah.
I worked on a TV show, and I couldn't really do stand up, and it was draining my soul.
The TV show?
Yeah, and this was
Yeah.
this was the same time when I was doing a lot of improv.
Uh-huh.
So I can't do, and I had a girlfriend. So it's
oh,
like,
jeez.
what am I can't do everything.
Yeah. How thin do you need to be stretched, Jeremy?
I always think, by the way, here's my theory. Is there a cough button or is there a burp button? Okay.
I don't think so.
I my theory with life and
Yeah.
stand up is that
yeah.
I think you need 3 things.
Mhm.
Now I could be wrong, but here's what I think. I think you could do stand up
Yep.
and have a girlfriend
Yep.
Mm.
And sleep.
or you could do stand up and have a job.
Yes.
Or you could have a job and a girlfriend.
Right.
I don't know if you could do all 3
Yeah.
unless
think
your
you can.
job is stand up like Travis.
Right.
I'm very
like-
lucky.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
seriously,
Debatable
I
lucky.
don't really think you could do all 3.
Yeah, I
And I
agree.
think this is why a lot of people there's a lot of people that
Single
have
comedians,
trust funds
right?
that
Uh-huh.
have become successful stand-ups.
Sure.
We were talking about that
We were-
yesterday.
me and Travis were talking about this yesterday.
Yeah.
We couldn't think of a guy that has not had a trust fund that's kind of broke out in the past 10 years. I'm sure it exists. We kind of thought maybe like Tom Segura. Now he's even kind of older. But we were trying to think of a
He's
younger
25 years
guy.
in too.
Yeah.
He's what?
He's about 25 years in too, because your Mulaney's
Yeah.
and your
Pete Holmes.
all those guys come from money.
Yeah. What about
Jeselnik, we think. We don't know. We just assume by his attitude.
Bo Burnham?
Bo Burnham.
Do you count him as a stand-up?
we-
Some people
well,
get mad.
He's technically older now. I mean,
now he
we
is.
said YouTube might be.
yeah, the catalyst for change in that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
YouTube might.
but his parents are pretty
change
well
that.
off. He went to a private Christian school.
Bo did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My new theory is if you're white and can do a backflip, you've lived a very privileged life.
Oh. Interesting. That's a good
Because
theory.
That's fair.
Who has time to learn how to do
It's really
a
hard.
backflip?
Yeah.
I've had
talking
the
about not
thought
on a
I'd like to
trampoline.
do
Not on a
that.
trampoline, just
Yeah.
on a
I've never had the time.
No
Yeah.
way. I don't have the guts to try to learn how to do that.
I've always kind of wanted to, but I
Really?
don't know how because I've never had the time.
Yeah.
So I think your theory's
with
fair.
you,
think it holds.
with you, Travis. It's all time.
Nothing to do with how
I love
hefty
it.
I am.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
But I think there's something to that.
Yeah. I think you've.
So
got,
you
yeah,
see
I think you're
someone
onto
with a
something.
backflip. They got money, man.
They got time. Well, white guy.
White guy.
Yeah. Everyone else is just athletic.
I think black. Okay, I don't want to get canceled.
You want
Also, there's not a lot of poor Olympians.
I think I was canceled.
Yeah, that's true. There are some poor
Like
Olympians
in order to
out
be an
there.
Olympian now, you have to start at 1.
Yeah.
And that's
Olympian. I mean, yeah.
and plus, they don't get paid shit.
No.
They don't get any money,
No,
so they
it's
have to be
all-
supported somehow.
Well, and they have to be super good because the only way they get money is the deals
Yeah.
after the
so
goal.
that's
Yeah,
why a
if-
lot of them are just rich kids.
Yeah.
If you're the best in the world at a good sport,
Yeah.
you could make Wheaties money.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's the biggest.
But that's only for
biggest pipe
a
dream
year,
ever.
maybe, right? Because that all dies out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they
Few
get on
years,
like
maybe.
couple talk shows.
Yeah,
Maybe
they
do
write
some
a-
events.
Write a book, get some
coach,
residuals.
you could coach.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy.
And really, it also depends on what sport too, because really we only care about like gymnastics, and we didn't give a shit about swimming until
Yeah.
Phelps was just being a badass.
Killing it. And then we
Yeah.
got mad at him for smoking weed.
Which is, I can't remember which comic. I think it might have been Greg Giraldo said like they should be celebrated. He could do
Yeah.
all that and be high.
Yeah. Jeez.
Bro.
What a superhuman. Crazy. So what experience did you have that kept you going in stand-up? Because we talked about your
Why have
bad
I not
experience
quit?
initially. Yeah. Yeah. What keeps you
I think
keeps
about
you
that
coming
every
back?
day.
that you should quit?
Seriously.
Or why am I doing this?
It's mental gymnastics.
Yeah.
Because it's what experience have I had? I haven't quit. I don't know. Just stupidity. Faith.
Faith.
Faith,
Yeah.
faith,
Wow, I got real
baby.
loud there. I was really excited about that word. Yeah.
I don't know. Having good sets, getting good like small wins. You
Yeah.
know,
So what are the small wins you've had in your illustrious career so far? What do you consider your small wins and big wins?
Well, the whole opening for Norm McDonald thing has been really good for me, I think. And
Yeah. How'd you land that?
Well, so I met him on one of that TV show I was talking about.
Got it.
When I was working on Roseanne, the
the
revival of
reboot.
Roseanne. That
Yeah.
was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I met him there, and we just kind of hit it off. I was like a writer's PA there, so I was the lowest role there.
Yeah.
And I would drive him back and forth
Yeah.
on a cart, like a little golf cart.
yeah. On
'Cause
studio,
he
right?
doesn't
On set.
drive. He's
Oh, yeah? No driver's license?
no.
Interesting.
He says he's driven 6 times and has gotten in 4 accidents.
That's
So
great.
he doesn't drive, so I
Yeah.
would pick him up, not in a car, although eventually I did, but I'd pick him in a golf cart from the edge of the studio.
Yeah.
And I was so excited when I saw his name because I didn't know he was writing there. And he was, I always loved him for his, not really his stand-up, although I'd seen a little bit of it, but I
Yeah.
loved his Norm McDonald live show. Like, that's the funniest show.
Oh, yeah. That is
on
a
the
good
internet.
show. Yeah.
And so excited to meet him.
Yeah.
And the first day I met him, he was there about an hour early,
Yeah.
which is like really early, like 7 in the morning, pretty much. So I had to go there early.
Yeah.
And I think the first thing I said to him was like, "Norm, you realize you're an hour early?"
Yeah.
And then he looks at me and he goes, "Yeah. You ever get nervous?"
That's great.
Yeah. So then we just, I don't know, we would just talk a lot because I
Yeah.
would drive him to the car, and he's always talking to people, and he
Yeah.
kind of just would like use me for like information. I was sort of a sleuth for him about like what was going on because he only came in once a week.
Oh,
But
yeah.
then he would also just talk to me about SNL and stuff, and I told him I was a comic and he really liked that.
Yeah.
So he just talked to me about comedy and
Yeah.
history and
That's great.
stories about Farley and all this stuff.
Sure.
And I was just
That's so
like,
cool,
yeah,
man.
tell
Oh my
Tell me
gosh.
everything.
Yeah.
And we'd be waiting to get his Uber, and like he was so bad with Uber, he kept missing the Uber. Like, oh, they're gone. So then it'd be like 45 minutes later, 3 Ubers later.
Oh, man.
And then eventually,
What's
he'd
his
go,
Uber rating?
Oh, it's probably so low.
he
uses
downrating Norm?
He uses a fake name
because
he would get annoyed. And then eventually I would start driving him, which was so out of the way for me because he lives on the other side of town from where I live. And I would end up driving him, and the only reason was because he didn't want to talk to Uber drivers. He was annoyed.
Yeah, sure. Of course.
They would depress him.
Oh,
they'd
man.
be failed actors and all that.
or whatever.
So,
right.
Yeah.
I was.
Gosh, that's so funny.
And
then one day he was just like,
I met
hey.
Norm, and then eventually he's like, "What are you doing after this? After Roseanne?" He's like, "Do you want to work on my show?" I was like, "Yes, definitely," because he's doing his Netflix show. Then I worked on there, which was so fun, and I got to I was a writer's assistant there, but I got to write jokes, and so that was really cool. They kind of treated me like a writer.
And who's his co-host on that? Is it Andy?
Adam Egan.
Adam Egan.
He's the booker at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
So then eventually, I think he was doing a gig in a casino with Colin Quinn, and then I was like, hey, because he had this other crazy guy opening for him, and like a guy who didn't really do stand-up, like one of his assistants. And I was like, I've been doing stand-up 5 years, I would, or 4 years, whatever. I was like, I would kill to do that. And he's like, okay, of course.
Wow.
And then I did it, and I completely bombed.
Oh, no.
Because it was the biggest gig of my life.
Yeah. So how nervous were you?
So nervous. And I was running late, and I was working all week, and it was a Friday, and it was at this casino down in Orange County.
Yeah.
And there was 1,500 people in the crowd or something.
Oh my gosh.
And the biggest crowd I'd done then, the biggest crowd I'd done was maybe 100 a few times.
Yeah.
And it's different. The big crowds are different because not only is the mic is wireless and feels different.
Right.
It's more like one of these mics actually. It's a little girthier.
Yeah.
And edit that out. And
girth is a fine word. Very descriptive.
Norm said on the way down there, he goes, Jeremy, maybe you get here before the sound check in case you freak out. And I was like, I won't freak out. What do you mean? And so then I get on stage,
and you're like,
completely
I'm freaked
out.
Yeah,
because it's such a different experience than doing a small or even a medium show when there are thousands of people.
Yeah.
You could feel a presence. It's not even like you could see them because it's all black.
Sure.
But you just feel this.
This.
I did not handle it well. And so I did about 8 of the 10 minutes I was supposed to do, and I just kind of bombed, and I got one laugh at the end.
All right.
So my last joke did okay.
If you're going to go out on a laugh.
It did okay. And then, but Norm was really nice about it. He was so funny. He kept saying, because there's a big screen, they do it on a monitor. It's that big where they have little.
That's crazy.
They have monitors or not monitors. What am I talking about?
Yeah, the television screens.
Whatever, mini jumbotrons.
Right.
Whatever. I was thinking Jumbotron.
Yeah, but not jumbo.
Yeah.
Mr.
Tron.
Medium
Trons.
Trons.
Yeah. You had a Tron there.
Yeah. So he kept going. He's like, Jerry, you look so great up there, physically. He's like, you're so handsome and charming.
Yeah.
It's like, how are the jokes? I'm like, I don't know. But
that's funny.
I guess he thought I looked good enough.
Yeah, good enough to do it. Well, you two seem to have a similar demeanor and style about you.
Yeah, it was weird because I've been told that before I even met him. So I'm constantly trying to not
to be different.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know.
Well, you are who you are, right? You can't reinvent yourself now. Not after,
I just
so
hope
not necessarily a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, but you don't want to cop someone's style, So I try not to. But anyways, he liked me enough, and then I kept doing it. So then he invited me to do some more gigs.
Yeah.
And also, it was so cool to meet Colin Quinn, who's the nicest guy ever.
Sure.
And he gave me some cool advice right before I went on stage. So I'm pacing back and forth, and Colin went first.
Yeah.
And I was like, Colin, I'm really nervous. I've never done a gig this big.
Yeah.
He goes, I got some advice. He goes, for the big crowds, he goes, go big and go slower.
Oh. That is good advice.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's you do your act out's bigger.
Yeah.
But your whole pacing
take your time.
is slower because it's got to get to the back.
Yeah. Oh, that's so interesting.
Good advice, huh?
That is great advice.
Yeah.
Something you would not think about when, I've been doing shows for 10, 15 people.
Yeah.
They get it immediately.
Go fast.
Yeah.
And hard.
Fast and quick.
Subtle.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Fast and quick.
Fast and small.
Yeah.
like Speedy Gonzalez.
Tight. Yeah, just keep it all tight. Oh, interesting. So
Yeah.
now you're going on the road with him.
Yeah, so every once in a while I get to open for him
Yeah.
on the road.
Yeah, very fun. Are you still working on his show?
Well, his show is
Or did that get canceled?
soft canceled.
Okay.
Because it's on Netflix, and I guess they don't have to cancel you.
Oh, so they're just not
because
doing any
there's
more.
no slots to fill. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's not
yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
season, so
Yeah,
But it's been over a year, so it's
got it.
yeah.
So they might not pick him up for another season or
Yeah,
something.
it's doubtful.
That's too bad. What was the vibe like when Roseanne got canceled on Roseanne? I mean,
So I was there the first day. We were back for season 2. You know,
Yeah.
all excited. We got
Yeah.
the best show on the network. We're
Yeah.
all cocky and so.
and then you read your tweets.
Well, I went back and I saw one of the old writers, and I hadn't seen him, in a few months. And I was like, "Oh, hey, Bruce, great to see you." And he goes, "Welcome to hell." And I go, "Oh, what happened?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "Did you see our girls' tweets?"
Oh no.
And I go, "No." And he goes, So I was like, "Oh my god!" And I'm like bringing up the fruit plate,
Yeah.
the bagels and lox. I'm like, "What are you talking?" So then I looked at the tweets, and then I think right when I looked, it said Wanda Sykes quits Roseanne. This is the first day back at the writers' room.
Yeah.
And then I looked at the tweet, and then everyone just
Jeez.
kind of like, call the writers off, call the rest of the writers off, like we.
Got to figure this out.
But then they were already on their way because the timing of it. And then I think I was the one who found out that it got canceled. I was just refreshing the internet,
Yeah.
Google, and then it said there's a Variety article, Roseanne canceled, ABC cancels Roseanne. So I showed the showrunner,
Yeah.
and this guy's so stoic. He just goes, "Well, so that's it then."
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. Not,
Jeez.
not even an F-bomb.
Yeah. Just all right.
Yeah. So, but he also said, he's like, "Yeah, I wish they would have called me first."
Yeah.
Wow.
For real.
So so then we were all just sent home, and we got like
And that was it.
a week's pay. Wish it
Got
was
it.
a little more.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, no
A week. but,
Jeez.
So
Interesting.
and then they did the Connors reboot.
Yeah.
Did you work on that?
I did for one season, and then I stopped.
Oh, fun.
Yeah,
All right.
because I wanted to do stand up.
Yeah.
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 So
So what?
it's hard to do stand up, like what I'm saying with the job thing. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you work
And now you're
70
dating someone
hours
too,
a week.
right? No, I'm just
No,
kidding. I don't
not
know.
dating.
Yeah.
No dating for
Yeah.
me.
Stand up does take a lot of time.
It
Lot of time.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. So, what's your religious background like? Did you grow up religious? I mean, you were in near
so I
Boston.
was in most Irish
Yeah.
city in America,
Yeah.
which was this town. So it was like 55% Irish. So there was a lot of Catholic. I went to St. Mary's Church.
Uh-huh.
So I was like pretty Catholic when I was little.
Yeah.
I was really religious for about a year when I was 9.
Okay.
So religious that I would, whenever I would swear
Yeah.
or even take the Lord's name in vain,
Yeah.
this be in public, I would clasp my hands and look up and say, "I'm sorry, God."
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Really freaked out my uncle
Is that right?
because I called him once,
Yeah.
and he's not very religious at all.
Uh-huh.
And most of my family is not really religious. I think my mom just pushed me into the church as a community endeavor.
Oh.
Right, to try
Yeah,
to,
so you
know.
could fit in. And,
Yeah, and the neighbors and all that.
Seems like
I
a
took-
parent's like, this is good for my kid thing to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
did
Just- yeah.
CCD at my friend's house. It was good.
Yeah.
But
Which I
I-
figured
but-
out is Sunday school. I
didn't
didn't
know
know
that.
that before.
What
I didn't know what CCD was.
CCD.
Oh.
It's like
yes, yeah.
you
So
know,
that
you-
is
yeah.
It's not. It wasn't on. We
It was
didn't
not
do
on
it
Sunday.
on Sunday.
It's
So
often
it'd
like
be
on a
like
Wednesday or something.
it'd just be like an hour sort of Bible
Yeah.
study, but it's fun. You draw.
They just call
Yeah.
that youth group in like Baptist-y churches. and
Oh,
stuff like
yeah.
that in the
Yeah.
Midwest.
What does even CCD stand for? No one knows.
I looked this up.
Google time.
Catholic.
Yeah, he'll look it up. It's like
Something.
something doctrine.
But anyways, I called my uncle once and I asked him. I was like, "Hey, Gavin." He's like, "Hey, Jeremy, how's it going? How's school?"
Yeah.
And I go, "How's your Holy Week going?" And he's like,
What?
What's wrong with you?
The Confraternity of Christian Doctrine.
That's it.
Ugh. doesn't sound fun.
Confraternity.
Confraternity. I didn't even know confraternity was a word.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. With brotherhood, I guess.
Yeah, it's established in Rome in 1562.
Of course it was.
Wow.
It's only been around a few hundred years.
Yeah. So I was so and then I did first communion and all that.
Yep.
And then I sort of lost my ways in my when I was 14 or so.
Yeah. Was that when
but
your
I
mom
do
died,
remember
or was it?
No, my mom died when I was 20.
Oh, gotcha.
But
Yeah.
I do remember being maybe 8 or 9. So this is kind of during the Holy Week time, and I remember praying to God, right?
Yeah.
And then I just remember having the thought of, wait, I don't believe in God.
Oh, interesting.
As I was praying, I was like,
yeah, you're like, no, this isn't right.
This is,
Huh.
I don't believe in this at all. And then
Yeah.
since then,
Yeah.
I haven't really believed in at least that type of God as someone you talk to that is listening in sort of the Catholic sense.
Yeah.
Now this is also through the eyes of a child, so
Sure.
but I do remember that moment.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
And then ever since then, I was no longer as
quite as devout or whatever.
As devout, yeah, totally.
So is there something that had pushed you that way, or no? You just
not
sort of
that I could
epiphany of-
remember. I
yeah.
just remember. I remember where I was too. I was at the top floor of the pasture, and I was just talking. I was just saying, "Hey God, did my homework today.
Interesting.
My mom was a little mad at me. Wait a second. Who am I talking to?
This is
It's sort of
silly.
like
What's
that.
going on?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so interesting.
So that's sort of when I had sort of this
Yeah.
epiphany, and I didn't really tell anyone. I just kind of kept it private.
Yeah. Huh. So is there ever like a formal parting from the church for you, or you just sort of stopped going?
Nothing formal.
Yeah.
I think I did. I think I kept going. I'd go to church with my grandma, my mom. We'd go on Easter. We'd do whatever.
But your dad never went.
I don't think my dad ever went.
Yeah.
It's more of my mom thing. And my dad was also living in California, so he was.
Oh, at that point already.
Yeah, because they were divorced, so I was just living with my mom.
Got it.
And then we went. Oh yeah, and then we went to this we went to this progressive church for a while, which was like they played rock and roll in the beginning. We watched Sister Act.
Oh, nice. That's fun. That sounds fun.
It was fun. They did skits.
Oh,
which I'd love to see today. So,
yeah, that would be
hilarious. Those would be.
Church
I'll tell you what,
troupe.
those did not inspire me.
I was gonna say, was that really the seedling?
No.
Yeah.
So, and then I just sort of, there was no form, but I did remember not doing communion, and I think my mom asked me, do you want to do, wait, I'm not using the right word. Not communion. What's the other one? Confirmation.
Oh.
So I did decide, I was like, no, I'm not into confirmation. And then I just sort of.
So you don't have 4 names?
Is that, you get another name?
I think so.
For confirmation?
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to pick it. That's neat.
Yeah.
You get a 4th Catholic name.
Your patron saint.
My name is long enough. My middle name is Martinson, so my name is
wow.
Jeremy McKiernan, which is so long.
It's an interesting middle name.
It's my mom's maiden name.
Yeah.
She was.
So you're not a hyphenated.
No.
Not hyphenated.
Right.
We just did the middle, which is
Interesting.
guess.
Yeah, that's what we did.
That's old school feminism. You did the same thing?
Yeah, my middle
there
name's
you go.
Todd, which is my mom's maiden name.
Well, yours works better.
Well,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
a name.
It's a name.
short. Boom. Yeah.
Mine could have been Martin.
Martin. What could have been, I suppose. Interesting. So what do you believe
So
now?
then-
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
The devil. No. Now.
Just full-on Satanism.
No.
Okay.
Well,
we're going to call this quits, because...
no, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
yeah.
What do I believe in?
Just Beelzebub.
I was gonna say that. That's right.
Is that
I had
right?
Beelzebub in my head,
The Prince of Darkness.
but I censored it.
Well, I didn't.
So
Yeah.
I have cultivated a sort of a fondness for religion in the past few years. I think I sort of revisited it.
Yeah.
More of a moral guide and less of a belief system.
Oh, okay.
Because I do think there's merit in religion. Like I was reading, and this was a few days ago. Like I'm into like Nietzsche. I don't understand it, but I do like when other people talk about it. 'Cause
Sure.
I've tried reading Nietzsche.
Yeah.
And it's
Oh,
so
dude.
dense,
Yeah.
and I can't. And I want to say it's because it's transcribed from German, but I think I'm just not smart enough. It's like power of will towards there, and it's like I don't get this.
Yeah.
I think it's meant to be like digested for a long time. Like it's almost like all of it you have to just think about each sentence for hours. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Well, because he's trying to describe.
He should pace it out better. It should be a sentence a page and then a bunch of blanks. Because it's just written like a Bible.
It's a novel, right? Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But here's like, I love the God is dead quote, and I've always loved it. And my whatever rudimentary understanding of what it means is it's like, so what Nietzsche was saying was God is dead, right? And it will take us centuries to figure out what the new moral guide of humanity is. So he's saying that he's dead, and it's not like I don't think it's an anti-religious sentiment. It's more about, society, right? He's saying like the Christian church has lost its power, for lack of a better word, or its influence. How about that?
Sure.
So now we have to figure out what to do now that he is dead.
Yeah.
And so I think about
morals.
that a lot. Yeah. And I think we're still dealing with that, And
I think that's what we're all kind of fighting with
hundreds
now.
of years later.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's
But
the
like,
fight.
is it cool to be gay? Is it cool to do all this other stuff? Like modern morals as opposed to old doctrine.
Yeah, the Judeo-Christian foundation.
Yeah, so I do think that, and I also think there is there's something to that. These books were written and have been spread around for hundreds and hundreds of years. The fact that they've lasted that long means that they're meaningful in itself.
Yeah.
Just that they have survived.
There's inherent.
And I have the same theory about YouTube.
Oh.
If a YouTube video has millions of views, there is a reason.
Yeah.
It is probably has some sort of merit.
Yeah. So you're more a populist.
Either if it's for a child that likes it, there's a reason a child likes it, or an adult. Yeah, it has validity.
Interesting. So do you believe in like an afterlife or in some higher power, or no? Where are you on that kind of stuff?
I believe in a higher power, not a man with a beard, as the cliche is.
Right.
An afterlife, I don't know, not really. Not one where I am conscious. I don't.
Gotcha.
I wish I did. Oh man.
Yeah. Why don't you just make the choice, right?
I can't.
You can't just choose to believe that?
Maybe you could. I don't know.
Yeah. So other than when you were like 8 or 9, have you ever felt a connection to something outside, or no? Like a higher power.
I had this really crazy experience.
Yeah.
Once, but it almost maybe had more to do with like humanity or spirituality rather than a higher power. But this really weird thing happened to me once that kind of made me change my beliefs in a higher power, which was I was on a vacation. I was actually near Ogden, which is near. Yeah. Is that near where you?
Yeah, I mean, it's in Utah. Yeah. It's a couple hours north of where I'm from.
But it's the slums.
Ogden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of meth.
It's a tough spot.
Yeah. Yeah. Not good.
Right.
So I was in Ogden. I was on this road trip, right? And I was like I was driving all night. And I was so tired. And I was like, okay, I got to pull over. I got to go to bed.
Yeah.
So I pulled over and I found some seedy hotel in Ogden that was like $40 a night.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I got to sleep a few hours. And I was going all the way to like Portland or something. So I was like, I got a long way to go.
Yeah.
And so I slept, and then all these like kind of crackhead meth heads were kind of walking around outside.
Oh.
Guy pushing like a baby carriage, like creepy zombie stuff.
Yeah.
And I was just contemplating, man, I got all my stuff in my car, which is right up there.
Yeah.
Should I leave?
Yeah.
Or should I go to sleep?
Yeah.
Should I leave or should I go to sleep? And that was going on in my head for about an hour.
Yeah.
Should I leave or should I go to bed? And I finally decided, I said, okay, I'm going to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And I put my head on my pillow. And as I'm putting my head on my pillow, my phone rings. It's like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
My phone rings, and it's my ex-girlfriend.
Interesting.
Who I hadn't talked to in maybe 6 months.
Yeah.
We weren't really even on speaking terms. And she calls me. Her name is Carla. And I was like, Carla, hello? And she goes, hey, I just had a feeling that you were in trouble.
Wow.
And that you should go.
No kidding.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
And I go, okay, I'm out of here. And I just left.
Wow.
And the adrenaline of that I guess, spiritual experience.
Yeah.
Like, let me drive for the next 12 hours. And I got to to meet my friend up in Portland.
Interesting.
And isn't that
that's
isn't that
fascinating.
insane?
Yeah.
I hadn't talked to her in 6 months.
Yeah.
So that kind of reaffirms some sort of belief in
something.
Yeah, or the fact that we're connected in ways that we cannot explain.
Yeah.
Science, like, and I don't know.
How do you explain that, Travis? Don't you get chills when you hear stories like that?
I've had weird things happen to me too, but
you just choose not to believe them.
No, I believe them.
But how could that be a coincidence?
Right.
How could that? And how could that be a coincidence?
I mean, as far as like someone knowing something's happening to you?
She had never called me before to express anything like this.
Well, she didn't know anything was going on. She just said she had a feeling.
I guess it'd be more of. I guess it'd be better if she's like, "You're in Ogden."
Yeah, right. They're crackheads. They're gonna get you.
But she's like, she goes, "I feel like you're in trouble."
Yeah. That's
I
fascinating.
think we perceive more than we know, if you know what I mean. Like, not from any religious perspective or anything like that. Just, I think your brain can pick up on things subconsciously. It's
some
the reason,
energy that's going out.
Like when you black out from drinking, you still go and do a bunch of you're not aware of it or conscious of it, but your body's still moving.
Take your
so
word
you still know things. You're still doing things.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes you can look at something or just put little pieces together in your head. It comes out as a feeling, but really it's your unconscious mind putting together stuff and making you conscious of something. So just from her particular perspective, could have just been context clues. Stuff
but what clues? We were thousands. We were 1,000 miles away. I haven't talked to her in 6 months.
Did you make any posts or anything like that?
No posts.
Oh no, bro.
Postless.
I mean,
postless? I don't know.
Postless.
Nothing.
You were off the grid.
I mean, we had sex before,
but that was months ago.
Yeah.
But you're connected.
Oh boy.
See, I would seriously say we were connected through sex or intimacy.
Yeah.
And then that translated, like the way in those horror movies where there's those twins that could feel each other.
Yeah.
I really believe in that.
Yeah.
I believe in that.
The closest I'll get, because I know yesterday we were talking about souls and stuff like that. Like, we are just a big ball of energy, right? That's what our brains are, electricity. And we do have a thing called the magnetosphere that basically deflects electricity.
Is that what Magneto was in?
Yeah, Magneto. Yeah, magnetosphere. That's where that comes from.
Yeah,
Magneto. It's an electrical field. It's the reason compasses point north and stuff like that.
Right.
And if you're I don't know, this gets a little woo woo, but you're able to if you're connected to somebody physically or emotionally. So your electricity is connected to their electricity. You're on their frequency.
Yeah.
And so you can,
in theory, sounds like God to me.
Wow.
It does sound like God to me.
Yeah, that to me is a big aspect of it.
I don't know. Well, there's also the aspect of there's so many things that we can't see, like literally in the visible light spectrum.
Yeah, absolutely. You see a very small bandwidth.
I just think saying God is just a dismissal of other really cool that could be going on.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I don't think of it as a dismissal. I think of it as an inclusion.
Okay, that's fair.
Right? Like, I think these are tools that some guy in a beard is using to connect us all.
Oh, you're full beard. That's right.
Do you think God is mad that all the hipsters have beards now?
He finds it offensive.
Yeah.
I think, probably.
I think he, hopefully, sends curly mustache people right to hell. I hope that's a
dare you.
I don't believe in hell, but if there is a hell, I hope they go.
Wait, do you think the devil is mad that the curly because isn't the devil kind of a curly
he is
mustache?
Often
they
portrayed.
Stole his thing, man.
Yeah, with the goatee and the curly mustache.
The goatee,
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's more mad at people with horns, honestly.
Well, let's not talk about Jews.
I love it. We went there.
That's my favorite Leah Lamar joke where she talks about having horns.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is a good joke. Leah Lamar is a great comedian. So funny. Jeremy, thank you so much for coming on, man.
Oh,
I think it's a great spot to stop. We're about an hour, right?
Yeah, 55.
Yeah, we're hitting
man,
it.
I really flew by. That was so much fun.
Yeah, thank you for coming on, man. Anything you want to plug? Where can they find you?
Follow me on Instagram on Jeremy Face, FACE. I'm gonna start a podcast soon. I don't know.
Nice. Yeah, this will come out in a few weeks. So
yeah, I don't know what to call
do
it.
you have a title yet? No.
It's really an empty plug.
Yeah, well, they can follow you.
More of a I don't know. Yeah, Jeremy. Just follow me on Jeremy Face. That's it. I'll see you guys around.
Excellent.
Thank you so much, Seth.
Yeah, thank you, man. All right, guys, have a good week. Anything
All
you
right.
need to plug, Travis?
I don't know when this is coming out, so I don't know.
All right.
If it's before December 14th, Down Comedy.
Cool.
I'll be doing a show.
We'll do our best to get it out before then.
I'm always at fourth wall. Help me save it.
It's great. Thank you again for listening. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, all that stuff. Whatever you do with your religion, do that with my podcast. Okay, bye.
Thank you. Bye.